world has become a sentencing block. I am called to deny myself in front of spectators, sever any ties with my cult of a religion. In the wake of bloodshed, there is confusion in the culprit. My innocence is left in the dust of yesterday's news, sees a twisted magic trick transform me into an absence of a woman, Muslim gets plastered with bomb vests and beards, being a threat has become an extension to my faith. Prayers are made secret in my mouth and bad spirits contort to different shapes to the state. This poison from the system trickles down into our newsrooms and nurseries. 4-year-old boy getting sent to de-radicalization programs, his finger paintings were mistaken for blueprints of terror. 16-year-old girls groomed and exploited by ISIS soldiers online, they never spoke of them as sexual violence victims, instead as hollow girls made to be containers to hold this type of violation. The airport check-ins become carousels of piercing glances. Random selections are never random. They cattle the brown to poke and prod until we morph into suspects. They find no corpses in the folds of my dress. Instead, they find my faith in God lay quivering in fear of being found. Flinching has become second nature in times like this. My body invites everybody's critique but no one's solidarity. That thin line between free and oppressed became the simple place of cloth on my head. Hijab seen as a self-inflicted wound. The question of whether I wait for your liberation or wait for your damnation lay ripening in the hand that quenches the most power. Litter our bodies on your manifestos as the selling points of your political campaigns. Show us as a people with a problem. Vermin that needs to be quarantined in offshore secret prisons. Waterboard us to become more palatable. Bloated cadavers, NATO stamped and disposed. Our existence apparently lives outside of international law and in the forever ending secret sins of the government. This is a question of sides, and you are violent for looking the other way. Your blame is misplaced. The culprit has never stemmed from poor brown boys trying to fuse bombs to escape adolescence, but in the handshakes of trade treaties and houses of politics, unhinging the jaws of the global south, planted seeds of isolation with their pinpoint foreign policy, civilizing us with your Western ethics, making money off wars, crushing bones to make diamonds. We are not some new invention birthed from some radical ideology. Our Sufis and saints have been here. Our contributions are not found in mountains of debris. It forms a hand in civilization. Botanists crushing herbs to heal wounds, conjugating numbers in sentences of square roots. How much of your world is rooted in our innovation? How much of your fear is rooted in our oppression? You cannot inherit our triumph but smother our minds in your incubators of hate. Our weight in love and value does not waver in the face of destruction. Ya Rab. My Lord, fear will not make a fool of us, for we have seen this place in history. They will not pit us against each other, shoulders touching. We shall build to embrace every intersection. Not bound to factories that churn our bodies, nor headlines that butcher our tongues. We will uncover their bullets of freedom from our spines so we can build a freedom that accommodates us all. Each of our people are part to the solution. Each will pray in their own way. We will build against false states. Shoulders touching, we need to realign ourselves together. Manifest our destiny. This is but another struggle connected. This is but another struggle to be won.